Oh my gosh, Cal. No one in the family makes popcorn like you.
I did like a tiny bit. So.
Did you?
Yeah, it is. It says recording. Hello, friends. I have a story, and I can't make this stuff up. I kid you not, within a 2-week frame, we had a double ear infection. We had the stomach flu. We had a virus that was similar to hand, foot, mouth. We had Philip threw out his back for multiple days and was unfunctional. I tried to be a fun, cool young mom. And Kinsley, do you want to tell them what happened?
Mommy fell off the tire swing.
Mommy fell off the tire swing? Yeah, so there was a stick in the rope, which I thought, they made it into a handle. It was not a handle. And I grabbed and I jumped to get my booty onto the tire swing, and the swing started going, and the handle, which was not a handle, snapped, and I fell straight onto my back. And at one point I wondered, could I have possibly cracked a rib? That's how intense the pain was for many days, but it started healing, and I'm pretty sure I just bruised it really, really bad. But that was all within 2 weeks. It was the biggest hot mess express in the house, and now we are recovering from everything, and I feel like I'm just like coming above water. Do you know what I mean? Like we're completely drowning, and even though everything is done, everything's over, I'm healed, Philip's back is healed, illnesses are healed. Are you feeling better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Smiles again. But I feel like, and I think a lot of us can understand, even though you're not drowning anymore, it still feels like you're just coming up for air, and you're like, and that's how we have felt in this house. My garden stuff has struggled because of that. So we are trying to play life support for my plants, for our garden, and then, Philip, I haven't told you this, I scheduled a initial consultation for a fertility clinic in the area. I scheduled a first-time patient appointment.
Oh, okay.
For a fertility clinic.
Good. Only like a month late on that deadline.
Only 4 years later. People ask me, Alex, how did you have 2 kids, and how did you get to all your doctor's appointments? It does take a full amount of headspace to focus on making sure you are getting to appointments, you're rescheduling something, you're staying on top of things, and I've been wanting to know where we are at fertility-wise. For this last year, we've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of physical healing, but fertility is still something we struggle with. So even though we've been drowning, I am trying to think big picture, what's the next step, and get some stuff done. Is this just black coffee? That was gross. I don't drink black coffee. No. I drink a little bit of coffee.
Mama thinks
and a lot of bit of milk.
Mama thinks it tastes bitter, black coffee.
It does taste bitter. That's actually the exact taste bud definition of what coffee is. Imagine having a sick kid that will not peel off of you, and then having to go out and milk a cow. It's been a hot mess express over here. Do you think I can do it without sugar? Just coffee and milk?
I do not think you've arrived.
Okay, family, we have a break in the rain, and my plants that are out there that are hardening off are drowning. They are in trays that don't have holes in the bottom. So all that work will be for nothing if we do not try to catch up. Everyone throw on your running shoes. Sometimes in life, we just need to have running shoes and not plaid colored socks. Okay, I love you. I'm really thankful for you. I'm thankful for your initiative, for your help.
Want some popcorn?
Oh, thank you guys.
Do you
add
have
a little more
popcorn?
salt to it?
Here's popcorn. Yum, yum, yum. Are you okay? Oh, look at the garlic.
Yeah, the garlic is my favorite part.
Mary.
No more monkeys climbing on the bed.
Daddy, there's a marigold.
Okay, so we are trying to play rapid catch-up. I'm not labeling anything. We're just throwing stuff. When it gets bigger, we'll figure out. Is it cabbage? Is it cauliflower? Is it bok choy? We'll find out. I'm literally just rapidly just do it because
you're in the middle of a storm, you got more rain coming.
Rain's coming.
You
I
drowned
overthink
your
things.
plants. You overwatered them.
I overwatered these, they're drowning. I overthink everything. Like
Yes.
to the point where we haven't scheduled a fertility appointment because I overthink of it. I haven't done things with the garden because I overthink it.
What is all this? Carrots and lettuce. Look at you little guys.
Holy,
A lot of rain
I mean,
of a sudden. Oh.
it's like they're not ruined. I was hardening them off. It means I'm getting them used to the sun, but it's overcast. And M.I. Gardner said, and I did it last year, if it's overcast, instead of hardening them off hour at a time each day, adding more time that the plants are outside, you can just put them outside when it's overcast for 3 days straight. And that's what we're doing. This has drainage holes. The other ones don't have holes and we're drowning.
That's a lot of water.
It's so much water. So I'm just gonna throw them in the ground. Like, I'm embarrassed to show this, to be honest. You don't wanna show your life because when you do something wrong, it's like, well, you should have done this. Yes, but this is real life. We all are doing things that aren't perfect.
Beat up, Kelly.
Okay.
Are you chasing her for the popcorn? Cassidy, if you turn around, you'll catch her faster. How can I help?
I don't even know.
Just one step at a time.
What do I
One
do?
thing at a time.
What
Just
do I
like
do?
every problem in life. One thing at a time. So you've messed up. Now what? One thing at a time.
Maybe lettuce can go in the green stalk.
Great.
All of this.
Which one?
Both of these flats.
Okay, so I can go take those up there to the deck.
This is all cabbage. Help me. Help me. I think I still feel overwhelmed from the last 3 weeks. Having that much illness and that much strife in the house, like I literally am like trying
Like
to.
you're not bedridden,
like-
but you're getting along just much slower,
Daddy.
much less methodical.
I just feel like I'm still catching my breath. I was texting my friend and she's like, what else can I do for you? And I love when friends reach out and are just there for you when you don't ask, you don't say anything, they just check in. It's been a long 3 weeks. A very, very long 3 weeks.
Let me say something Alex is afraid to say. They only want mom at times when they're not feeling well, which is beautiful and wonderful, and I love that. They don't know what to do other than to just leech on, and man, Cassidy she just had such a rough few weeks. I mean, from ear infections to sleepless nights to fevers to just so many things, and then the testing, going to the doctors, and all of the things where you go, let's heal this naturally and then let's heal this medically because the natural isn't working as much, and so there's just so much going on, and it's just I would say the way that she probably felt overwhelmed was because she was overstimulated, just because there was a constant need. You just can't thrive in a state like that, and maybe you can identify with that. I think that's easy to identify with these days. I'm gonna try to train this little grape to head in there. Very nice. Let's go in there without breaking. Guys, we're gonna have awesome grapes this year.
Ready? And they were pretty
Beautiful.
sour.
Yeah, they're going to be. Look at these vines.
I feel like I actually have a pretty high capacity for noise, lots of stimulation, lots of chaos, all the things. But then those aren't the times that I'm going to be sharing and picking up a camera and talking with you necessarily. The few times that you are having a hard time and then maybe you're processing with a friend or talking to somebody else, it feels like complaining. And honestly, Philip and I are the king and queen of trying to be positive in difficult situations. So I am actually the first person that when we are complaining and griping a little bit, we will say, what are 3 positive things? Like, what is the positive outlook? Just because it's so easy to walk around and live in this negative, complaining way of life. But at the same time, life is hard sometimes. Today, I was feeling really anxious. I don't know if you could tell it on my face. What's so hard about YouTube, what's so hard about social media is so much. You are getting a glimpse into somebody's life. And we make assumptions based off of a tiny little glimpse. But I am curious, did you assume by watching that, oh, Alex seems to be a little bit anxious this morning? Maybe not. I wasn't trying to express that, but I was starting to feel it on my chest, you know, like that feeling of like feeling a little weight and I just need a big breath. Well, I went out and milked my cow, and for me, that's what is helpful for me. And I want you guys to find what works for you. And please, please leave it in the comments of what really works for you so other people can find a resource of an activity, a hobby that might release the stress of life. And for me, there's something about grounding. Being outside, I'm getting fresh air, and it's the biggest anxiety release for me, stress release. I love it so much. Yeah, but the fence is off. Don't touch that. No, you're gonna turn it on and I'm gonna get zapped. You wanna turn it on and off? Okay, turn it on. Okay, now turn it off. Good job. I think my biggest thing is that life is hard sometimes and we can feel anxious sometimes. I don't know what season you're in, but there's usually anxiety or stresses that come with every season that we are in. And I hope that maybe one of you need to hear it today, that life is hard and there are hard seasons, and it's okay. That it's not rainbows and beautiful and perfect all the time. Should we be positive? Yes.
Let's go. She's gonna try to get me. I'm gonna lure her so you can go that way.
Okay, so we're in the middle of playing sharks and minnows, and I'm still trying to figure out how to land this plane and then trying to put them together. I don't know where I'm at anymore. But we had a great dinner. We had Asian rice bowls that Philip made, and dinner is cleaned up before dark, which is our new goal.
9,
And now we get to play sharks and minnows.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Look at those cute sharks and minnows.
Try to tag us. Go, run! Run! Stop tagging us!
Daddy,
I had to run to the finish line while she pretended to chase me for her to win.
Daddy,
Yay!
Daddy, you're it. No. My husband.
Tag.
Oh. Gotcha.
While I was editing, I was actually thinking about putting some music over this and just sort of leaving it be and showing you guys a moment into our day. But I really think there's something here. The more that I thought about it, the more that I saw it, I realized there's something to be taught here. And that is, why do we let our kids do hard things? And why do we do it by their side? And I have 3 really specific examples of why. And the first is that it grows their character. We let our kids do hard things by our side with supervision because it grows their character. It deepens their belief in their own ability to do hard things, and that will develop more character in the future. The second is that as their character grows, so too grows their confidence. And it's confident because the family is meant to be unified and to do things together. Our family is a unit, a tribe. Call it whatever you want. But what it means to us is that we're there together through the good times and the hard times. And sometimes we have to create hard times for them. Sometimes we have to put them in uncomfortable situations that they wouldn't normally put themselves in. And by doing so and giving them those tasks like, cleaning your room and cleaning up the toys and doing things even beyond just the basic, shows them that family will be there for them when things do get hard. And we encourage each other every step along the way. And the third thing of why we let our kids do hard things by our side is this. It grows their leadership and followership skills. Both are required. Sometimes we put an emphasis on leadership and forget that followership is just as important. We take turns doing certain tasks because we really want them to experience success and failure. And we want to be there if they do fall or if they do fail. And so over the years, our patience as parents has grown because we've realized it's not about doing things fast. It's about teaching the kids how insanely important it is to learn to be a leader and a follower in love. And so we show them, put the tools back, be organized, plan it, work it, be proud of yourself when it works, figure out why it doesn't if it didn't, measure twice, cut once, ask for help. And that is the hard part, because asking for help of them will slow you down, but it will build a bond and a lasting impression in their little hearts that you mean what you say when you say that they matter and that they're part of this family. you're showing them that their work matters just as much as yours does.